about comedy, you wake up every day, you don't know if you're funny that day.
Tiny Closet Studios is a thing. You hear me?
I don't care if it is a closet. You still looking mad official.
Appreciate you. All right, so let's keep it moving, man. So first guest, man, we'll jump right into it. The big homie, man, good friend of mine. One of our longtime partners and sponsors, drunkenfruit.com. Black owned and operated out of Brooklyn. Sports aficionado, just a physical trainer. He's a librarian. He reads books. He's a painter. He's into horticulture. I mean, he just does everything. He's just a diverse individual, man. And I was like, yo, I'll be shouting y'all out. Why don't you just come on the show with rap a taste? So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the show, Wayne from Drunken Fruit. What's good with you?
Hey, what's up?
What up with you? Wagwan? Yeah. Good to see you. I see with the logo happening. We in the studio.
I mean, you got into me last minute, so I got to put some things together quick.
Nah, but and that you did, man. So I reached out. I was like, well, let the people see you and get the vibe, because I know it's still one of those new businesses, and you know how we treat new businesses that we don't know much about. It's all the questions, you know what I mean? So I was like, just come on and just spit that gift and just explain what it is. So your company, drunkenfruit.com, it's adult candy. Just give a quick background.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a brief thing. Like, Renee and I put it together back in 2004.
Yeah.
Now, it's a lot of science behind this thing. We had to work on it. It was like a lot of trial and error involved. Started off with pineapple, doing it for Super Bowl parties. After a while, people started, what's that? What's that concoction? What are you doing?
Yeah.
So Renee influenced me, because I come from a science background, to start developing other flavors and developing other things. As we went on, started recognizing that I could age this thing. I could age it out, have vintages, let people know that, you're not just getting something that's some overnight thing. You're getting something from 2012, 2013, different years. And we also, as we started the company, started recognizing this versatility. When you start doing something initially, you don't really know that, hey, across the board, we could do a whole bunch of shit with this. So when we started getting into it now, started realizing desserts first.
Okay.
But then started noticing, hey, it was this mother and sister out in the Hamptons. We out there, doing a little liquor show. First thing these two people say to us is, give me that pineapple. Why? She looks at her daughter, because it's going to go well with our Ciroc. You know what I'm saying? So then that's when we realized, hey, cocktails. Craft cocktails. People are going to want to put that into their vodka, their gin. You could have like that sour apple martini. You could have that whiskey sour with our vanilla cherry, our cherry vanilla.
Right.
And then it just grew from there. Versatility across the board. Started getting people to cook with it. People to make cocktails with it. One of our best things that we do is the different types of mimosas that we have. French, American, French for champagne, American for Corbel, and those type of different things on its end. So, you know how it grew, because you were one of the first people to have it.
Yeah.
I saw that you finally opened up that spiced apple we gave you. It was 8 years old. You opened it 2 years later.
No, look, real talk. So this is what happened, right? So he gave me a gift. So Wayne is a very giving individual, and so he blessed me with a housewarming, and it was a 32 ounce. Was that 32?
It was a 16 ounce spiced apple.
Spiced apple. I was like, bet, and I'd be holding on to stuff like mementos and keepsakes. I was like, nah, I ain't drinking this. This means something. And he would hit me like every other month. Yo, you open it yet? I'd be like, nah. He was like, yo, you open it yet? 2 years later. It was an 8 hour, aged 8 years. I waited, so 10 years. When I tell y'all, the deliciousness, I don't even know how that works, but the 10 years of deliciousness in that bottle. Excuse me. I'm still thinking about it right now because it was spiced apple.
Yeah, we still have that video.
Yeah, right. And I put the I open boxed it live on Instagram, and so I say all that to say it's a quality product, a great business model, and just something that it's easy to support. So kudos.
That's what we've been doing as well with our company. We kind of decided during this entire time of everything that's going on, pandemic and everything, we decided that we're just going to support Black-owned businesses. We're calling it our 90 days of strictly Black-owned businesses. You know what I'm saying? So we've been going to our different friends in different liquor stores, different companies. Even went out to Long Island the other day and we had some barbecue out here. So, we're just, and supporting you as well.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, we're just all in on it.
You
Our hashtag is our dollar is Black, plain and simple.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I like
That's
that.
it. Our
Yeah.
dollar is Black. So we've just been going all in on that alone, where we could find a Black-owned company that we could support and that we could kind of incorporate into our lifestyle. And because, we work out as well. We do all these different things. We go to Black-owned bike shops, so on and so forth. Wherever we could drop that dollar, we're dropping it in our pocket.
So there are a couple people that are asking, what is it? And Mr. Clarkson, our executive producer, he says, this is your statement. Drunken Fruit is certified organic fruit aged in a proprietary blend of alcohol.
Yes, in our own proprietary blend of alcohol.
Right.
We kind of call it adult candy because of its versatility. Anything as an adult you could come up with, do with it.
Yeah,
you could do with it.
you got some laying around so they can see?
Let me just ask.
Yeah. I know some people are still watching. They like, well, what is it? I went to the website. I still.
You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna introduce you to one of our newer flavors that we just started making last year.
Okay.
And you've had it as well. Our cherry vanilla.
That's my second favorite. That's my second favorite.
Yeah.
Cherry vanilla. We was at where were we at?
West Indian Day Parade.
And I killed the serving. I killed the box.
I gave it to you for you to take home with you, and then we right there in the middle of Eastern Parkway.
Yeah, you're supposed to pop them and do that whole thing. But I was just like,
Yeah, we incorporated Rainier cherries that are only around literally 90 days to maybe 2 months a year out of Washington State. And then, of course, we created our own blend. And now we have things aging for up to a year. And, of course, they came out pretty much cherry seasons. We're right kind of like at the tail end of cherry season right now. And we came out with our own cherry vanilla. So we have from last year aging out 1 year. And now we've created like a new batch this year,
And the reason why I want to show it, this is why I wait till it comes. The reason why I want to show it is because the people that are watching right now, everybody has the same reaction. They say the same thing, and that reaction is, "Oh, I could do that." That's the first reaction, and I want them to see it because there are two key things that you just did just now. You broke down where you got the fruit, and you didn't tell what your mix is.
No.
So if you can't do those two things, then no, you can't do it.
I tell people all the time, like, every good business started somewhere, and if I was to break down what's in it and what I'm doing and so on and so forth, why would I? I mean, it's just like the Bush's Baked Beans commercial. Right. Only me and the dog.
Right.
That's the only people that know. I'm not going to share it with anyone because why should I?
Right.
I mean, as you know, there you go.
Yeah.
Our cherry vanilla.
Delicious. And what you do, folks, is you get you like a little picker, like a little sport or a toothpick, and dink, or put it in a drink, or every time you go out, plop a little bit, and it's just so rich and potent. Yeah.
And it's fantastic for people like, let's say, it's a perfect gift. You got that young lady you're trying to impress. Flowers ain't it no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Dinners ain't it no more. You want something. We always say, give something to someone that they've never had.
Nice.
This is something that I guarantee she's never had.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying?
And
you know the baskets because we've given one of the baskets to Karen. So we try to do luxury baskets and kits and so on and so forth with high-end champagne because the couplings are fantastic. And like for all those, like all us men that, we get down, we like our whiskeys, our bourbons, so on and so forth. Don't sleep on that spiced apple, like Lazy said.
Yeah. You drop it right in your beverage. Yeah.
There you go.
It's the real deal. It's the real deal. It's a unique treat. Talk about a little bit about some of the challenges that y'all face getting the business off the ground back in the day.
Okay. When we initially started the business as a Black-owned business, and especially doing something completely original, especially in this whole liquor industry, of course, while we're trying to pursue it and sell it and get everything straightened out, the things that you're approached with, like for instance, oh, that's just hooch,
Mm-hmm.
you know, that's just corn liquor, or that's bathtub gin. Now, I'm from Brooklyn. I don't know what bathtub gin is.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
whatever it is, if it's in a bathtub, I ain't drinking it.
Right.
Feel me? So getting approached with different things of like, let's say when you come to Drunken Fruit, we give you a high end experience from top to bottom.
Yeah.
We're not out here, like when we go up to Greenwich, we've been to Greenwich Wine and Food. You know what I'm saying? When you come to us, we're going to explain to you what you're getting and what you're having and the type of experience you're going to have. To have these experiences where people are approaching you as if to say like, yo, what up? What is it? As you know, that's not my personality. That's my
Right.
personality with my friends.
Right.
But when I'm handling business, it is what it is.
Right.
And to get these things where somebody tried to copy our business years ago, as you know,
Mm-hmm.
A Jewish gentleman worth about $60 million try to copy our business, put it out there. We kind of knew behind the science of things that it wouldn't work.
Right.
Also tried to purchase our product as if we didn't know it was him.
Right.
And pretty much failed. But because of that going on, every time we have tried to step forth and try to do certain things, is, of course, here it is, the blocking of certain, like let's, for instance, we went to get a business loan.
Okay.
And, I was totally against that because I don't want the bank to own anything of me.
Right. Right.
And I said, we're trying to spread out, so we're going to get a business loan.
It was a
go to
principle
get the business loan. On the bank papers, of course, they're asking what race you are, so on and so forth, blah, 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 blah. Now, I've already got the collateral. I already got the money in the bank, proven that this is a legitimate business, show, with my tax returns, so on and so forth. Here we go. The loan officer calls and starts asking these weird questions. Like, how old am I? Where am I from? So on and so forth. And all these different things. And I'm sitting here going, wait a minute. We weren't in for a whole heap of money. We were just in for like 80 G's.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the loan officer in the bank was like, oh, you don't have no problem. Y'all got more money in the bank here because we started off with, that establishment than you're asking for. Lo and behold, we did not get the loan. Right? Things like that just continue to happen. Like when you're trying to spread your wings, you're trying to push your company out there and, kind of expand is what's taking place. So that's why I said, you know what? We put our money back into the business. And, the people like you, yourself, and everybody else that helps and supports is growing. Now when I walk through the neighborhood, if I walked into Greenwich, Connecticut, if I walk in Manhattan, there's that Drunken Fruit guy. It's no more Wayne. It's
which is
Mr. Drunken Fruit.
Which is even, that's funny too, because you've had situations where when you first started, you're at the everybody's been to a wine festival, right? So you see the vendors. So they would be one of the vendors, and you've told me stories that I think are hilarious when people come up and they're talking to you and so interested. And they're drawn all the way in, and then they're like, "Whoa, I can't wait to speak to the owner. Where's your manager?" And they were speaking to you the whole time.
They were speaking to me the whole time, and we try to avoid, literally, I hate to say this, but we try to avoid in the whole customer interaction, literally saying that because we've had also bad experiences.
Right.
Where, let's say Renee was doing something one time and we're handling a customer, and I told you this story. Here's a customer buying literally $1,200 worth of Drunken Fruit at one time. This young lady's at the side. We're kind of handling things. She wants a sample. I said, hey, can you just wait a second? Let's just finish things up. Sorry to say, but the young lady was Caucasian and apparently thought that I was her mother or father and I needed to service her immediately. So she walks away in disgust. We get this $1,250 sale. She comes back and starts the nonsense. Well, you didn't give me anything and I was about to buy something, but now I'm not going to buy anything at all. I told you this story. Literally.
Yeah.
A second and a half later, with her still standing there, here comes this guy. Give me that 16-ounce watermelon. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. You know what I did? Gave her this look, and she's sitting there. And now what does she do? She goes to the wine, people's manager, how we were rude,
Mm-hmm.
we were obnoxious, we don't treat customers well, so on and so forth. And then here it comes. She sends something to my email, not knowing, and says, I don't think you should have that guy representing your company.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the story. Right
Yeah.
there. That's my story right there. I love those happy endings.
Yeah, and further study, I guess she didn't go through the Instagram properly or didn't go through the website and then notice, well, it's a lot of black folks.
Yeah.
So,
and that's the thing. That's also the beauty of your whole presentation, and that is very what do you call it? Diverse and has a mass appeal, mainstream feel to it, crossover appeal, if you will, and that's good for business. It's just point blank, bottom line, it's good for business, and the way y'all run is such good business. As I wrap it up, in what's in the near future. What's the next big thing for Drunken Fruit? I mean, online sales have changed the game for everybody.
You know, that we were planning to be literally in about 32 states this year. Here comes the pandemic, so we had to slow things down and find other solutions where we're, delivering locally, going to states that we are already in, like we're going to start getting out to DMV to do that home delivery thing, personal home delivery in DMV. But from the looks of it, we're going to have our space right in Brooklyn, Industry City, and we're going to be able to do online sales to 32 states by, I believe, the first or second quarter of 2021.
Okay.
Which will be big for us. So now that when people get in touch with me in California and all these different places and these different spots, no longer do I have to tell them, well, we're getting out there so-and-so, and we're going to be able to get it out to you, and you're going to be able to enjoy the product.
There it is.
I mean, we're getting bothered by different companies for distribution and so on and so forth. But like I said to you earlier, it's black owned.
Yeah. And that's a big deal. And so we look forward to that, because that'll be a real tourist attraction as well. One of those places where, if you go to Brooklyn, you got to go past Drunken Fruit.
Exactly. I welcome investors. And when investors come, they also will be.
I hear you.
Feel me?
I hear you.
I'm happy to have this discussion with you. We avid supporters. We're always going to be friends. And, I really enjoyed that conversation yesterday, by the way. And you know why.
And I know you did. A lot of people did. All right. I appreciate it, Big Wayne. So we're going to have you on soon again. We're going to be talking about sports, because I know you're an avid sports enthusiast expert. You can talk about all these franchise tag deals that happen.
Yeah.
Money going around in these sports seasons that won't happen.
And how football is literally going to see its end by the middle of October. Yeah.
All right. Hold that thought. We're going to bring it back. All right. There it is. Wayne from Drunken Fruit, the Drunken Fruit guy, ladies and gentlemen, on Let's Go Live.
Nice to have you. Renee says, what's up?
Hey, Renee. What's up? All right, I'll holler at y'all. There it is. It's my man right there. Great product, great company, great business model. They're doing it. Good to see y'all. All right, so I saw some of the questions. Hopefully, Mr. Clarkson was able to answer with the links and such. Can you order by the liquor base? John says. I think, like I said, there's a proprietary blend, so it's already what it is. You just order in the different fruit mixes and whatever. They'll probably have most of the info on the website, and they do baskets, huge baskets. I mean, sexy, luxurious baskets. Yeah, the real kind.